Hey guys, this is Rusty 78609. It's Sunday afternoon in Capitan, Texas, and I'm just going to take a walk down the street here, and hopefully this thing won't be too bouncy. My phone does not have image stabilization, and the wind's blowing, so if there's wind in the mic, I may not even end up posting this, but anyway, I'm going to try it. But anyway, we're right in downtown Capitan. This is Mama Bear RV Park. Again, this is Sunday, the 13th of May, 2018, as far as I know. But again, this is the RV park. I'm just walking right out, quick as my little skinny legs will carry me. And what else? Oh, what I want to talk about in this video, other than letting y'all see the little community of Capitan, is, you know, people winterize their RVs. They do. You know, they do things to keep it protected in the winter, but I've never heard of anyone summerizing one. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, preparing their RVs for summer, and that's what I'm going to touch on because, you know, I live in Central Texas, and it gets really hot there. Where I am right now, it's not that bad in Capitan, New Mexico, because the elevation is about 6,500 feet, 6,600 feet. And we're going to go down this way to the left. I'm just waiting on this truck. Anyway, some of the things you can do to get your RV ready for summer are kind of a few of the things that you use in the winter. And one of them is using pipe wrap, okay? In other words, wrapping your pipes in the winter. A lot of people do that. And then when they're traveling in the summer, if they pull into an RV park or they're going to be somewhere for a few weeks, they forget that, you know, you can take that pipe wrap. It's really cheap. You can buy it at Lowe's or somewhere. It comes in 8 to 10 foot sections, and you can put it on your hose, your water hose, and it keeps it from the water getting hot if you're hooked up to water. Now, if you're just boondocking, then you don't need to worry about some of this. But another thing that would apply is using reflectix. A lot of people use that to cover their windows. And, you know, I can't see the video of the screen, so I'm just guessing that I'm aiming it okay. So if I'm pointing at the sky, I'm sorry. But anyway, some people use that reflectix and put it on their windows and their RVs and so forth, and that's fine. A cheap alternative to the reflectix, or if you're in an area where you can't find it, is just to use aluminum foil. That's what I'm using right now. And of course, it's not that hot here, but I've got aluminum foil on that little window in the door in the RV, the entry door. And also, I use it in the bathroom. My RV has a skylight right above the shower, and yeah, it's like it lets in a ton of heat. I mean, a ton. So I put some aluminum foil there, and that cuts down the heat load by 70% or more, and 90% at that skylight. And yeah, you can see this here. It costs $2 to get in there, or if there's a $2 entry fee. I didn't pay it. I went in and told them I wasn't going to pay it. But anyway, enough said about that. That's something else. But again, so yeah, the few things you can do to winterize, you know, of course, cover some of your windows, the one that are exposed to sunlight. And another thing, you can put your awning out a little bit if you have one. But be careful with the wind. If you're in New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, and different places in the desert, the winds can just change real quick. So in other words, that awning that you put out and you were so proud of, you know, it may be on the roof when you get back, okay? So just remember that. But again, if you're in an area where it's not too windy, then yeah, you can do a lot of cute things. You can put the awning out a little bit or all the way. But here, I would not recommend that. You see the flags up here? I'm hoping you can see the flag. Maybe I got it pointed right. It's really dark on this side. But yeah, it's really blowing here. It's blowing pretty good. It's not, I mean, it's actually blowing a lot harder than this. I mean, this is actually nice because when the wind's blowing like this, it's very pleasant. I mean, it's enough of a breeze to keep all the insects off, and it keeps you cool. You know, I mean, you got a nice breeze coming through the windows of your RVs, and yeah, it's great. It keeps all the heat load out. So anyway, this is where I'm gonna get my oil changed in my truck, my Ram pickup. $16.02 if you bring your own oil. Can you beat that? No. If you bring your own oil and filter, they'll change it for $16.02. Crazy, isn't it? And this is the little historical park. Now, yeah, so just remember that preparing your RV for summer is just as important as preparing it for winter. That's about it. Keep your water hose from getting heated up so that every time you turn the faucet on, the water's hot for several minutes or a few minutes until it runs all the water out of the hose, and then you get cool water. But anyway, downtown Capitan. Now we're in the real world here, folks. I'm in a horse trailer. You see a lot of horse trailers here. These people have lots of horses. And there's a lot of ranches around here. Sometimes, and you also hear weapons being fired. I think there's a shooting range off in that direction, probably a mile or so. And this is the country. They're going to have a hell of a time taking away these guys' Second Amendment rights. Okay, I promise you that. Yeah, this is a little historical park here, and yeah, it's pretty neat. I've never been in there actually. I could, but I choose not to. What it is, they have signs and they show the different types of trees and some of the vegetation, and it's a pleasant little walk. And they have some little places where you can stop and sit down and rest, and kind of a little picnic area. So yeah, if you're traveling through, yeah, pay the $2 and go in there and have a picnic. However, you don't have to go in there. In the front, there's a little gazebo-like thing right in front of the building, and it's a perfect little picnic spot if you're in Capitan and you're passing through and you just want to stop your RV and sit down and have a little meal. But anyway, we'll walk around some more. I'm thinking about ordering me another phone with image stabilization, but man, the price of those things, god dang it, But anyway, I may, because see, like right now, this video will be a little, well, not shaky so much as jerky is another word, and that would eliminate that. Do I need to do it? No. I think most people would. I don't think I'd gain or lose any subscribers one way or another, but it just makes it easier for me when I'm walking. I don't have to be paranoid about whether I'm shaking the camera. Now, what I need is a screen that I can see. I guess I could up the brightness. I didn't think about that. I would try it right now, but they must tell me what I'd end up doing. This is Mother's Day, and this is the Oso Grill right here on the right on that corner. And it's a really popular place. They have good food. The average plate in there is $10 and up. Or I'd say, $9 and up. It's like, and they don't say $9.50 or $9.95. It's either $9, $10, $11, or $12. Straight up. So what else we got going here? Yeah, Mother's Day was today. They were packed at lunch. Packed. They have a separate seating area in the back, and it was pretty crowded there too. I saw all the cars. I didn't eat there. I did walk down to the grocery store, and that's where I'm headed now. It's an interesting little town. So you don't see a lot of traffic, okay? You know what I mean? I'll walk out here. There's one truck coming. As soon as he gets by, there'll be none. And there's not a blinker light or a red light in the whole town. None. And this is the car for the day. Here we go. You look down the street that way. And then we'll turn around and we'll look down the street this way. Okay? Not much happening, right? You'd have to work at getting run over. You'd have to hunt the car down to get run over. And anyway, here's a sign up here that says Carrizozo to the back behind me. That's west, and Roswell to the right. When I go back to Texas, I'll probably go through Roswell and that way into Texas. This is a Veterans Memorial Park here. And it's just a little small deal. It's got a little monument and stuff. It says in memory of all those who served their country during peace and wartime. And of course, they've got a carved bear over here. This is where the story of Smokey Bear originated. It was in Lincoln National Forest that they found this little bear that had partially burned, and they managed to keep it alive, and they named the bear that was burned Smokey Bear. Not Smokey the Bear, but Smokey Bear. Okay. And this is the old, I don't know, it looks like an old railroad building, doesn't it? But there's a little park behind it that I walk through and then cut down the side, and that's what I'm going to do. If this video runs a little long, it just does. Because I'm out, guys. I'm out. I'm free. But yeah, this is what I do. I walked 2 or 3 times a day just around in here, and then of course back over in that way here. There's the city, the residents live in that direction. It kind of drops off pretty quick over here, going this way, which is north. There's a little creek up here that they say, and they call it the monsoon. I think in July and August they get a little bit of rain, but it's not much. But it doesn't take much. See, when it rains in the mountains, then the low-lying areas get flooded. It just comes out of those mountains like crazy. So here we go. Here's the little creek here. There's the little bridge. And on we go, guys. This is a little park here, too, that not many people know about it, particularly the tourists. So if you're coming into Capitan or you're around the Ruidoso area, you can come right here to downtown Capitan. And there's several picnic tables right here. And that building right over here, I got my finger pointing right somewhere in there, right over here. There's a restroom there, but I'm not sure what days it's unlocked. And they have a little playground for kids kind of right over in here. So if you've got kids with you and they're getting a little restless, we'll let them run around until they run out all that energy. And that's the creek, and we'll go down. We're going to go the back way, because I do that all the time. I find little ways to slip around the back. It is a pretty place, though, man. I'm very impressed. The light is on and off about staying here permanently. It's just a lot of pluses, man. It's so nice to walk down to the grocery store and get your groceries and walk back home. In the mornings you can get up and walk over and check your mail. And people are friendly. If you say hello to somebody, they may talk to you for 10 or 15 minutes, and they'll tell you anything, just like small town people do. They're not scared to tell you personal things, okay? But anyway, this is the creek over here. I'll move over here to the edge so you can see it. Pretty big creek. You see a lot of deer tracks. Now, I think it's deer, but it could be elk. I'm not sure. It's hard to, I can tell the difference. Maybe it's just a bigger footprint. But you see a lot of them in the sand. I'm one of those guys that when I'm walking in an area where there's sand or places where you can see animal tracks, I'm observant. I'm looking for them, okay? And so we're on the back way here. This little trail there I found by pure accident. I was just looking for a spot to walk. I'm not sure if the deer made this trail or humans. I haven't seen a human on it yet except me. But yeah, we're definitely at the back door of Capitan. There are a few houses over here. There's not very many though. It's about maybe a quarter mile in there or less. There's a few homes, but not much. And you can tell this is a poor community. When you drive around, most of the homes are not, well, they're pretty well maintained, but you can tell they're certainly not expensive homes and they're not new. And I hope I'm pointing at something y'all want to see. But here's the creek again over here. So when they do get their rains, they get it. And here's a porta potty. I don't know what it's doing on its side. I've probably somebody in there. But it's been like that since I've been here. You in there, Joe? You in there, boy? You like to lay down and poop, huh? Well, that's your choice. Here's the backside of the historical stuff, Smoky Bear historical thing. They have a little pond there, as you can see. And of course, there's a lot of birds in there and stuff. But it's a pleasant walk. It is. It's a pleasant walk. We've got a lot of nice trees and stuff. It would be refreshing. And yeah, if I was in the mood, I'd give them $2 just to help fund it, Even though they get funding from, I think, the federal government. That's a federal thing there. Did you hear that? Somebody really had gas. Okay, well, we're making a big loop here, and I'm heading back. And if the wind hadn't been too bad in the mic, I'll post this. But again, don't forget to use the tin foil on the inside of your windows and stuff in your RV. That helps. It does, and it's cheap. Real easy to put up, too. I just use Scotch tape. Certainly don't use duct tape because that stuff leaves a residue when you peel it off. Now you could use plumber's tape. The only problem with plumber's tape, if you use it in the shower area, like where I've got mine, that skylight above, any moisture and that stuff comes right off. It's designed not to stick too well, anyway. But yeah, we're coming around the back way. See, there's the RV park straight ahead. And there is a gate there at the back. But unfortunately, it goes right by somebody's RV, and I don't like to disturb people's privacy. And just like I don't like for them to disturb mine. Oh, they also have, I found out they have cable here. I mean, I could get a fast internet service using cable. But the Wi-Fi in the park works okay. I'll tell you what the Wi-Fi in the park does for uploading videos. It's quick, man. It's quick. It's 3 times faster than Verizon. And I'm just talking, guys. This is kind of like a walk-in drive, you know what I mean? I'm just talking along, and here we're walking kind of right into the wind now. Let me get over this way. So you're seeing parts of Capitan, New Mexico that nobody's ever seen, that's for sure. Or travelers for sure. They do they get a number of tour buses that come in here and stop. I was surprised. So this is interesting. I guess a tour bus, you know, if I was on a tour, this is the kind of place I'd want to see. Anyway, there's the RV park over here to the right. And then that looks like a car wash, but it's not. It was, but it ain't now. And the laundromat is right straight ahead here on the right. I'll show it to you. I'm not going to go in. I'll just show you the outside. With the cat, they've got you can wash using the big load front loader for $3, but to dry, for 10 minutes, it's 50 cents. For 10 minutes, it's 50 cents. And the machine won't start with a quarter. Anyway, here it is. And then this is where I got my hair cut, right here. So everything's really just convenient, isn't it? Yeah, the old guy, I can't remember his name. I want to say Ron or Don or something. Yeah, he married him a girl from the Philippines. He had to go pick her up at the airport in El Paso. Yeah, here it is right here. It's Roy. Okay, here we go. It's Hairworks. And it cost me, what did it cost me? 12 bucks? I think so. Wasn't too bad. It was okay. I mean, for me, I get a haircut once every year, so that's not a great big expense. But anyway, when I get back around here, we'll end the video. I'll go all the way back to my RV, since this is so exciting. And you know, if it's going to go viral, I want it to be a good one. Mama Bear RV Park, nightly, weekly, monthly. I don't know the nightly rates or the weekly rates, but I can tell you it's $185 a month. Plus you pay electricity at 15 cents per kilowatt hour. There's some beautiful flowers there. I'm sure they're artificial. Well, maybe, no, those aren't either. Those are real dogs. Huh, how about that? Thought those were artificial, but they're not. Yeah, there's a lady over here too. I just met her today. Her name is Kathy, and she lives in that single wide there, and she works at Oso's, the little cafe or grill. And she's been here about a year, but she's lived here off and on several years. And she said the winters aren't really all that bad. And she worked in Ruidoso and drove there in the wintertime, she said, every day. So, you know, at least the roads are passable. Love those big trees. I love to listen to the wind blowing through those big trees. It's not like the aspen, though, that leaves don't click. But having said that, guys, let me end the video now. This is Rusty 78609. thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything your little heart desires, anytime you want. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of my video. I appreciate it. For those that have and are, thank you very much. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, do all that stuff, keep your health. And what else can I say? Yeah, I've been doing more walking here than I ever did at home, at my home base. And what did somebody say about my, first somebody said my water filter was on backwards, okay? It isn't. And then somebody said the meter here, since it's attached to the, this is the room where they take showers and stuff, that meter is probably being used for that too. No, they have another meter right here for that. This big red meter, can you see it? That's what that's for. But yeah, you see how this hose is just exposed to the sunlight right here? Yeah, get you some of that cheap old plumber's, or what do they call it, hose wrap that you use in the winter. It does the same thing. All it does is keep the sun off and the water won't get burned. And also save your hose, okay? But anyway, guys, this is a great view right here, isn't it, where we are? And I'll tell you how much I've used. And since I've been here, I've used 14 kilowatts in 3 days. Not too shabby. And this truck has not moved in 3 days. This is the third, however long I've been here, it's been sitting here. It hadn't even been started. I'm gonna have to start it to be sure the battery doesn't go dead. But anyway, guys, again, thumbs up, enjoy your life. Adios. And there's the post office right there. How convenient. Thumbs up, guys. Adios.